The Tigers have lost 3 straight. And Boston's going for the sweep tonight against the Tigers. The Royals beat up the Indians. And the Mud Hens lose, but win today before returning home. I love you guys, and welcome into a new edition of All Andy Alfred right here on ClayFan 2-3. I am your host, Andy Alfred, and first question is, where did it go? Where did it all go? I got my hair cut today, and I had to get it cut. It was just too long for me, especially with it being so hot this summer. So it's nice and clean cut, nice V shape, all set for the summer. And it'll grow back in about 2 weeks, so you can watch the program and see how it grows. It's like miracle grow, for God's sakes. But what's not growing is the Tigers' winning streak. They're not winning any ball games, but they gotta win tonight before they get swept by the Boston Red Sox, as they lost last night 6-4 to the Red Sox. Dotel gets the loss. He goes to 1-2 with a 3.31 ERA. Alberts gets the win. He goes to 1-0 with a 2.11 ERA, and Ackleaves gets his 13th save of the season. Ortiz, Middlebrooks, and Euclid homered for Boston. No home runs for the Tigers in front of 37,195, game time, 3 hours and 4 minutes. Now this evening it will conclude the series and the road trip for the Tigers before returning home to play the New York Yankees. Tonight, Boston will entertain the Tigers for the last time at Fenway Park this year. Max Scherzer on the hill. He's 4-3 with a 5.67 ERA. He'll take on Josh Beckett, who's 4-4 with a 4.15. Game time 7:10 on FSN Detroit. Or if you have it or you're out of the FSN market, MLB Network will be carrying that game as well. Cleveland, losers of 2 straight ball games as they lost 2-3 to the Kansas City Royals. Chen gets the win. He goes to 4-5 with a 4.86 ERA. Jemar Gomez gets the loss. He goes to 3-4 with a 4.42 ERA. Bronson gets his 11th save as the Royals win 6-3 over the Tribe. No home runs in the game. 17,112. Watched it. 3 hours and 28 minutes took to complete the game. But the injuries keep piling up now for the Cleveland Indians. Travis Hafner placed on the 15-day disabled list. He'll be out 4 to 6 weeks with a knee problem. And his knee scoped out. Everything looked normal, but they're not going to take any chances. He'll be out 4 to 6 weeks. Now, the Indians are off today. They'll open up a series this weekend, again, at Progressive Field to take on the Minnesota Twins before hitting the road to come to Detroit to play the Tigers. Other scores in the major leagues for you last night. The White Sox were a winner 4-3 on a controversial call, and we're going to play this for you right now. This is coming from WGN Sports. In the top of the inning, A.J. Pierzynski got hit with a pitch up high, and the Sox retaliated. But one of the biggest meltdowns I have ever heard by Ken the Hawk Harrelson. And you gotta listen to this, folks. This is pretty amazing.
Good job. Oh, what are you doing? He threw him out of the ball game. You gotta be raping me. What in the hell are you doing? What are you doing, Wagner? You gotta be kidding me. That is so bad. That is absolutely brutal.
That's incredible.
That is unbelievable. I'll tell you what. They have got to start making guys be accountable. That is totally absurd.
And Robin Ventura is arguing with the umpire.
That just tells you he has blue. Here's an umpire in the American League knows nothing about the game of baseball. That's unbelievable.
Strong words from Ken the Hawk Harrelson, but the White Sox did get the upper hand as they won 4-3 over the Tampa Bay Rays. Minnesota picks up the win. They win 4-0 over the Oakland A's. The Cubbies are on a winning streak right now. They win 8-6 off of a Darwin Barney walk-off home run. Pittsburgh 2, Cincinnati 1, Toronto 4, Baltimore 1, Philadelphia 10, the Mets 6, St. Louis 10, St. Louis 7, Atlanta 10, Washington 3, Miami 5. Now here's a good one for you. 16 runs in the first 3 innings between the Mariners and the Texas Rangers, but they were for all Seattle, as Seattle beats Texas yesterday 21-8. Another high-scoring game for you. Colorado beats on the Houston Astros 13-5. The Yankees were winners 6-5 over the LA Angels. Milwaukee 6, the Dodgers 3, and Arizona was a winner 4-1 against San Francisco. Now, yesterday the Mud Hens were in action as they took on the Scranton Yankees in Rochester as they lost 5-2. Jacob Turner gets the loss. He goes to 0-1 with a 5.09 ERA. Beltrace gets the win. He goes to 4-3 with a 5.30 ERA. Igoshik, or I don't know how to pronounce this, gets his first save for the Scranton Yankees. Molina homered, his second no home runs for the Mud Hens in front of 1,693 game time, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Now, this afternoon they played the concluding game of the series, and the Mud Hens did pick up a victory as they beat the Scranton Yankees 3-0. That game just went final. Waite gets the win. He goes to 2-1 with a 4.05 ERA. Mitchell gets the loss. He goes to 4-2 with a 4.42 ERA. Chris Buchek gets his 10th save of the season in front of 1,605. 3 hours and 5 minutes took to play the game. Now the Mud Hens return home, and here's a recommendation for you today. Get your tickets now. The Mud Hens are taking on the Buffalo Bisons in 4 games for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And then they will play the Charlotte Knights Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in a 4-game set. You can go get tickets by calling 419-725-HENS or mudhens.com for more ticket information. The NHL playoffs last night. Whoo! What a way to start it. Overtime as the LA Kings win over the New Jersey Devils 2-1. Frazier scored, but Andre Kopitar had the game winner in overtime for LA. For the Kings, as the Kings lead 1-0. Shots on goal in the game. LA had 25 shots to New Jersey's 18. Game 2 will be Saturday night in New Jersey. That start is at 7 o'clock. Very interesting. Right after that, I turned over to ESPN to watch the concluding game of the Heat-Boston series. And they tied it up with less than a minute to go. And Boston forced overtime against the Miami Heat. But the Miami Heat did win in overtime, 115-111 in that affair. And now Miami takes a 2-0 series lead going into Boston this weekend. Tonight it will be San Antonio taking on Oklahoma City. San Antonio up 2-0 at 9 o'clock on TNT. The New Orleans Hornets will pick first in the NBA draft, which I think it's a conspiracy. Charlotte had 8 wins all season, and they don't deserve the first pick. Something doesn't seem right here. Something does not seem right here. Cleveland will pick 4th. And some other NHL news for you. Nicholas Lidstrom has called it quits after 20 seasons with the Detroit Red Wings. Nick, I salute you. I was a former Red Wing fan. Nicholas Lidstrom, great player, great humanitarian for the city of Detroit. We're going to miss you. It's great. But Darren McKenzie signs a 2-year deal with my Columbus Blue Jackets up there. And it's good to see McKenzie coming back for another season. Recommendations for you, besides the Mud Hen game, Toledo School for the Arts presents Death by Chocolate, June 5th from 5 to 7 p.m. Tickets are $30 a piece. You can call 419-246-8732, extension 246 for tickets, or ts4arts.org for more ticket information. Also, of course, it's back. Pepsi Next, the new Pepsi Next, with 60% less sugar and real Pepsi taste. Pepsi Next. You can't afford to miss this. I am Andy Alfred, and I hope you have a terrific day. I'll try to find my hair. And of course, as always, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together. And especially the teams behind me. Come on, Tigers, we need a big win tonight. Victory is sweetest when you have tasted defeat. Have a nice night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow for an all-new edition of Andy Alfred. I love you, Melissa. Bye.